Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning into the Gamer Guild Podcast, your one-stop shop for all things in the wide world of video games. I'm your co-host, Cody Robertson. Noah couldn't be here today, but don't worry, because I'm joined by this week's guest, Augusta University's junior varsity Rocket League coach, John Blackwell. John, thanks so much for joining me today. How you doing?
I'm all right. John Blackwell. Nice to meet you. Great day.
John Blackwell, Cody Robertson, Gamer Guild Podcast.
Uh-huh.
Indeed. Well, John, thanks for being here. The first question we like to ask every guest here on the Gamer Guild Podcast is, what is your favorite video game and why? And I always tell my esports people, don't feel pressured to say your sport.
Oh, don't worry. When it comes...
That's usually the reaction, too.
Don't worry. Since I'm the Rocket League coach, I absolutely despise Rocket League. It is probably one of my least favorite games in the entire world.
Wow.
If I had a favorite game though, I'd definitely say it was Destiny 1.
Ooh, okay.
Before everybody got really good at it, and then after Destiny 2 came out, and then everybody hated it.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that was probably my favorite one.
Okay, nice. I played a little bit of Destiny 2. I jumped into Destiny 1 like a little bit at launch, and I liked it a lot because I was a big fan of Bungie, you know? So just that gameplay loop was really, really addicting, you know? And I played a little bit. I got like a cheap key from G2A for all the previous expansions. Before. Yeah, I was telling you about it before.
You showed me it before,
before Final Shape. And I liked it a lot, but I think I liked it because I had the benefit of being able to play all of the expansions like right away, and I didn't have to wait.
Right.
So I can see how that would have been really, really tedious and just kind of maybe a symptom of an MMO maybe. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I'm kind of off it and like on to Black Ops 6 now. So, you know,
see, I haven't gotten into it. I played the multiplayer beta.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, cool. I got trick shot 37 times.
Really?
I got 3 kills and was like, all right, yeah, that's
just too sweaty for you.
That's enough for me. Okay. I know it's a skill issue, but I could just deal with it.
Yeah, why take the time, you know?
Right.
Who has the time for it?
Yeah.
Okay, so skill issue, you were too bad at Destiny 2, that's why you quit, because you're a quitter.
Okay, all right. Let's get something straight. If I quit games that I was bad at, I would not be playing Rocket League in general.
There you go. Good one. All right, John, good answer. Destiny 1, not 2. Don't you dare say he likes Destiny 2.
2 is much worse. No.
All right, John, thanks for being here. Let's get into the new releases for this week. There wasn't a whole lot, but we did have a couple surprises that I want to talk about. If you're a Death Stranding fan, good news for you. If you don't have a PlayStation, it is now on Xbox Series X. That dropped yesterday, Thursday, November 7th. It's on sale for $20 on the Xbox store too, if you're into that. This is the first time it's been on Xbox. It was a PS4 exclusive when it came out, and then a PS5, and now on PC. And good news for PC people, if you have an Xbox, cross save is compatible. So you can take your save from the PC version and play it on the new Xbox version. So that's pretty cool. John, any thoughts on Death Stranding? Are you a Kojima guy? You a Metal Gear guy at all?
I absolutely love Hideo Kojima. He's great.
Nice.
Death Stranding, I didn't feel like I wanted to go and watch a 13-hour movie because isn't one of the cutscenes like 7 hours long or something? Something absurd.
I can't remember, but yeah, I get your
it's absolutely ludicrous. I know it's something art something.
Yeah.
But I love the Metal Gear games.
Mm-hmm.
They're so much fun. I've played 3 and 5, and then I've wanted to get into 2 and 4, but if I wanted to play 4, then I'd have to have the PlayStation 3,
right.
And those are easy to get.
Right, exactly.
For Halloween, I actually dressed up as Snake.
Nice. Which one?
From 3.
Okay, so Naked Snake?
Yeah, Naked Snake.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was fun, except I was pretty miserable the entire time because I was in...
Well, that's, keeps with the theme, right?
I was in full camo and like a long sleeve shirt. And
hey, man, do you think Snake was having a good time out there? No way.
I mean, like a few broken ribs and a broken arm isn't that bad.
Whatever, you can repair it
it
all.
was hot in the room when I was like drinking. So.
Yeah, there you go. And all you need to do is smoke a cigarette and then everything's fine.
I'm so much happier.
Yeah, put it back in your little cigarette dispenser. Jeez. So I've never finished a Metal Gear game, which is like... I don't know why, man. I've started the first one, Metal Gear Solid, not technically the first one, Metal Gear Solid.
Right.
I tried the second one. And then my friend like speed ran it in front of me and I got really discouraged. I was like, meh, never mind. And then I tried the third one. The third one, I was like, I could really get into this.
Yeah.
I was really into it, but I just fell off for whatever reason. Never tried 4, but yeah, you can't even play that unless you have the PS3, which is insane. But we're hoping, with the Legacy Collection that came out, like they came out with Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2.
1 through 3, right?
Just 1 and 2.
No, it came out.
Was it a remaster of 3?
It's a remaster.
Yeah.
So it's basically a little bit updated graphics, but it's like, not as much. But they're coming out with Metal Gear Delta. Which is the remake. Which is the like super remake where everything looks a whole lot.
Oh, okay, you're right. Yeah, so 3 is on there, just kind of remastered.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. But then the 3 remake is coming out too, called Delta, and we'll get into some news on that a little bit later. But and then I think I'd really like 5 too. That one looks really cool because it's kind of a little more open world, right?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds way up my alley. So maybe if you're talking to someone like me who's like, dude, I fell off all these Metal Gear games. Which one should I start with? Should I start? Because I'm debating between like 5 and 3.
All right. So it all depends on what kind of player you are. So I think that if you really care about knowing all the story and all the details and stuff, don't play Metal Gear. Go and watch a 17-hour-long lore video that tells you exactly about everything involved with Metal Gear in its entirety.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's too much.
Yeah.
There's 13 different people and every game is out of order in the timeline. Yeah. So don't even think about it. Gameplay wise, I think that unless you're willing to deal with the really clanky and just bad overall, outdated, I guess, controls, play 3 because it's really good. The story's really good, and it's probably the hardest I've laughed at a video game.
Nice.
I don't know if you've seen any of the clips of it. It's
the pain. Incredible.
Or just some old man that dies and photosynthesizes and has a pet parrot, and then guys are made out of bees and everything.
There's a dude. Did you do the end trick where you can turn the clock forward?
No. So I was playing it and my girlfriend was watching, and
so you had to be cool.
No. She knows that I'm not good at stealth games.
Oh no!
The amount of times that I get caught, it's so bad.
Oh, that's funny.
But she was, since I can't really see color well, he blends in way too hard.
Oh, okay.
And she's like, he's right there. just shoot him. I'm like,
wow.
I can't see him. Nice. I can't. So that boss took me about an hour.
Really?
Without dying.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Hey, well, that's kind of the experience for a lot of people at the end, man. Yeah. It takes them a long time. But yeah, if you don't know, in Metal Gear Solid 3, there's a boss called the End. He's a sniper, but he's a really old guy. And so there's a trick where if you wait long enough in the game, he will die of old age. Not joking. That is a real thing you can do in the game. But if you're smart, this is on PlayStation 2, so you can go on the PS2's internal clock and put the clock forward. I think it's 2 weeks. You put it forward 2 weeks, and then he'll just die the next time you start the game, which is just incredible. And Kojima games are full of stuff like that, which is just really cool and special. So
there's another trick with him where you see him earlier in the game, and if you shoot him with a sniper rifle, he sits in a wheelchair. For some reason, if you hit him, his wheelchair blows up and flies at you and knocks you out.
Whoa.
So skipping the entire boss fight entirely.
That's awesome. Nice. Dude, Kojima exploits. Incredible.
He's such a smart guy.
You excited for Delta?
I'm so excited. I know I'm going to have to buy it as soon as it comes out.
Yeah. Even though it's not really Kojima anymore, that's fine. It's still, everyone says it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good, but we haven't seen a whole lot of it. So I guess we'll wait and see. Anyway, that's Death Stranding. Came out yesterday. Shadow dropped yesterday. Big surprise to everyone on Xbox Series X. That's from Kojima Productions, which is why we went on the Metal Gear tangent there. It's on sale for $20 on the Microsoft Store. I think it's retails about $60. So check it out if you're into that. Released on the Xbox for the first time, and your saves from PC are still compatible with the Xbox version, which is great news. All right, moving on. Next one, Mario and Luigi Brothership. That came out Thursday, November 7th, yesterday on Nintendo Switch, developed, of course, by Nintendo. That is a $60 video game. This is the latest iteration of the Mario and Luigi RPG series. So like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, Bowser's Inside Story, those kinds of things. I played a little bit of Bowser's Inside Story, and I liked it a lot. It was on the DS, and then like they had a 3DS remake too. Yeah. I was really into it. John, have you delved into Mario and Luigi at all?
I've only done Bowser's Inside Story.
Nice.
I did that when I was a kid because I'm a baby. So I played it on the DS, and I had it pre-owned. So there was a save of all the way up until the last boss fight, and I was like, wow, this is so much cooler than this one puzzle that I'm stuck on. But I'm like 6, so I didn't figure it out. But nice. Pretty good.
Stuff.
I'm pretty excited for the new one. I'm definitely going to have to get it. Have you seen the new Mario Jamboree?
Yeah, actually, my wife and I are big Mario Party fans. Yeah. So we did buy Mario Party Jamboree. I'm pretty into it. I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
But man, just there's too many. Why are we releasing so many Mario Party games? You know, there's been 3 on the Switch. Why? I don't understand that.
Where else are they going to put it?
Well, yeah, but why? Like, why do we need 3? I don't want to pay $60 3 times, even though I did.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And they're effectively the same game.
Well,
but I do like Jamboree.
I think what was it? The one before it was just like releasing all the maps and everything.
Yeah,
other games.
That was like a remaster of older ones,
right?
But it was still like its own thing. It was released as its own game and its own price tag and things like that. It's like, all right, for something like that. If the company was called anything other than Nintendo, we would expect them to just add more maps to the game. But they don't do things like that. So I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird that we just like buy all these things from Nintendo and then the same thing over and over and over and just, I don't know. It's just this big cog in the machine, man. Oh boy. But yeah, I do actually like Jamboree quite a bit. The Jamboree system is pretty cool, I think. I've screwed my wife out of many stars because of that. And it's pretty good. Yeah, we played a little bit last weekend. Have you played it at all?
No. Got it 2 days ago. Haven't played it yet because I need to get a couple people together.
Right.
But I've gotten 2 of 3 people. So I'm sure that's going to happen at some point.
Right.
Assuming that, I don't know, upcoming schoolwork doesn't overshadow everything
Who
again.
needs that?
I do.
Right. No, you don't understand. Yeah. Definitely a game you need to play with people. Yeah. Pretty sure you can play online on this one too.
Yeah,
so that's
you
cool.
can. I saw that.
Yeah. That's a great addition to like Mario Party stuff. Pretty new if you're a Mario Party fan. But yeah, I've played all the Mario Party games from 1 to, I think my favorites were probably the GameCube ones, honestly. Those were really good, I think. 4 to 7, those are really good. The Wii ones were terrible. The Wii U ones in particular was terrible. The 3DS one's okay.
I've never played one.
Really?
I've actually
You're
just
in for
never,
a treat, man.
I've never played one.
Oh, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, if you've never played one, Jamboree's actually pretty good. Yeah. A pretty good one. I would recommend it over the other Switch ones, I think. And hopefully they'll bring like more support to it when like the new Switch comes out, which we'll have some news about in a little bit as well. But yeah, anyway, back to Mario and Luigi Brothership. So yeah, I did play a little bit of Bowser's Inside Story. It's got that really cool like control mechanic where you control both the brothers at the same time, but it's like a turn-based RPG. So it'll be like you'll attack and then you can use like timing to press a button and you'll do like extra damage, that kind of thing. And it's pretty unique. Like the attacks will like chain and stuff, and each new game will have like a new way to chain attacks and that kind of thing. This seems to be continuing that trend. Reviewing pretty well. I'll pull up the Metacritic numbers here in a minute, but John, any interest in checking this one out at all?
Probably not. I tried to get into them, like with Bowser's Inside Story. I thought it was fun for the time that I played it, but afterwards I didn't think it was that cool, I guess. I know slander, but
no, I mean
a Nintendo game that plays like a bunch of other ones, and they're not.
Okay, we haven't heard of that before.
I know, right?
Well, I think the novelty wears off. That's a fair criticism, I think.
I know so many people that are really excited about it. My girlfriend has already ordered it, and it's on its way, and I'm sure I won't see her for like a week because of it.
Nice.
So she's gonna be stuck in her room doing that.
She's got to be piloting that brothership, man. All right, that's what it's all about. It got a 79 on Metacritic, so we're reviewing pretty well. Pretty good. So that's Mario and Luigi Brothership. Came out yesterday, Thursday, November 7th on the Nintendo Switch. It is a $60 video game. Check it out if you're into that. All right, real quick, I just wanted to shout out Goat Simulator Remastered came out on next-gen systems. So go check that out if you're into it. That's all I got to say about that.
There's not much to it. It's just there.
If you know what Goat Simulator is, you know what it is. If you don't, just look it up. And there you go. It's pretty sweet. But yep, the remastered version is out now on like next-gen consoles and PC. So check it out if you're into that.
I love the advertisement for it. How every single time that I've seen advertisement for any of the Goat Simulator games, there's not been a single one that actually is relevant to the game.
No, it doesn't say what the game is at all. No. It's
so
pretty
good.
funny. It's like, you know what it is, right? And everyone's like,
yeah, obviously. Yeah. It's been around.
All right. And that's pretty much all the new releases. Wasn't a whole lot from this week. There was that game Slitterhead that came out. That's like a horror game that was kind of weird looking, not reviewing that well. So I didn't really feel like going in depth in that one.
I haven't heard of that one, so
yeah, it's kind of a weird horror game where you like possess someone's body and you kind of jump from body to body, like that Denzel Washington movie.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. But that was pretty much the big ones from last week. All right, let's get into the news that we saw from last week. So we talked a little bit about Metal Gear, so we'll jump into this one right away. How do you pronounce her name in the game? Because I haven't played that far. Is it Eva in Metal Gear Solid 3?
Yeah. Okay. So it's Eva. What's
Eva.
funny about that is how I went as Snake, right? My girlfriend decided that she was going to go as Eva.
Nice.
And nobody knew who she was. So we had to carry around a printed picture of us and said, that's us. This is us too.
Nice. If you would maybe dress up as like Quiet, do you think people would have like, oh, okay.
I told her, you're not allowed to dress as Quiet.
Dress as Quiet.
Originally, she started off by saying she wanted to dress up as Ocelot.
Okay.
And I was like, that's 100% totally fine.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. And yeah, we brought water guns.
Metal Gear Solid 3 Ocelot, so young Ocelot.
Yeah,
okay, that's pretty cool.
She wanted to have water guns and just sit there and spin them.
Yeah,
the entire
people
time.
would have got that definitely.
Right, yeah. Much more than Eva.
Yeah,
people were like, "Who are you? You Charlie's Angels or something?
What?
Like Kill Bill? No,
we're generic soldier and other soldier."
I got Rambo 36 times.
Oh no!
I was like, no,
he doesn't even have an eye patch.
I know. I was like, dude, like, come on.
Rambo's bandana's red, dude.
Yeah, this is black. Infinite ammo, dude. Come
on. Nice. Well, anyway, Eva in Metal Gear Solid 3 has finally been credited as Jodie Benson, the voice of the Little Mermaid from 1989. So she went uncredited for a long, long time in Metal Gear Solid 3. She used a pseudonym because after her role in The Little Mermaid in 1989, Jodie Benson took on kind of just a kid's actor kind of role where she was mostly in kid-friendly things. And so since Metal Gear Solid 3 is rated M, she didn't want her name on it. And so she used a pseudonym, which I'm trying. Oh, here it is. Suzette Mignette was her pseudonym that she used on Metal Gear Solid 3. But it has been revealed finally that it was, in fact, Jodie Benson. And this was one of those like worst kept secret things. Yeah. Everyone pretty much knew. All the fans pretty much figured it out at this point. It's been out for a long time. And I think Jodie Benson herself kind of dropped some hints too, and like wouldn't really deny it and that kind of thing. So people figured it out pretty fast.
There was she was telling a story about it, how at one point she was at a panel for a convention and somebody comes up with a picture of Eva and she goes, "Can you sign this for me?" And she's like, well, "Why would you do that?" It's like, "You're the voice actor, aren't you?" She's like, No. But did you hear the story about how they got the name for it?
Her dog, right? Yeah,
so
it's her dog.
And then they were like, you could do that in Monet. And they're like, let's change it a little bit.
Nice. Let's just change it up. Mignet. Suzette Mignet. Yeah, there you go. So she's going to be back also for Metal Gear Solid Delta,
really?
Which is fantastic. There you go. And that's pretty much all we had for that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I did not know that Jodie Benson was the voice of Eva. So that's pretty interesting. David Hayter was the voice for Solid Snake for a long time. And he was just a really, really great voice actor. And then in Metal Gear Solid 4, they went with Kiefer Sutherland. How do you feel about that?
I mean, cool, I guess. Cool. I mean,
or was it 5? Or was it 4 or 5?
No, it was 5. It was 5.
It was 5. Okay. Yeah.
I can't remember if they kept the same voice actor. I don't know if David did both all the way up to 3 and then 4, or if they swapped it out on 4, because he was much older.
Either. Yeah,
he was much older in the 4th game.
It may have been someone completely different in 5. I can't remember, but yeah, it was David Hayter and then Kiefer Sutherland randomly, and everyone's like, "What?" Because Hideo Kojima went through that phase of "I love celebrities now," and so
I mean, with the plot of Metal Gear Solid 5 and everything, slight spoilers and all that, but like it's not Snake.
Okay.
But it is Snake.
Sure.
Right.
Okay. I get it.
So it fits in with it.
It's one of those Kojima art things.
You wouldn't get it.
Yeah,
You're not an artist like Kojima.
It's Kojima being Kojima, bro.
Right. My king, Kojima.
Yeah, everyone's king. Have fun playing your walking simulator.
Yeah, that's why I will not be getting it even if it's on sale.
Oh, no. Well, anyway, that's Eva in Metal Gear Solid 3 finally is credited as Jodie Benson. So that's fantastic. We talked about the Switch a little bit earlier, so we'll go into some Switch 2, not rumors, but actual hard news we got. The Switch 2 is confirmed to be backwards compatible, and that is coming straight from Nintendo President, Nintendo President Shuntaro Furukawa. Sorry. Yeah, straight from him. So let me pull up the quote here. This is Furukawa. At today's corporate management policy briefing, we announced that Nintendo Switch software will also be playable on the successor to Nintendo Switch. There you go. Nintendo Switch Online will be available on the successor to Nintendo Switch as well. So there you go. Furukawa is saying in internal messaging that the Switch 2 is going to be backwards compatible with the Switch. Fantastic. That is the only thing I really cared about other than like higher resolution and graphics and stuff like that. So we're 50% of the way there, I think. John, what do you want to see in the next Switch, if anything?
I want it to be able to run literally any game faster than 20 frames per second and load in more than 10 feet of any environment.
Preaching the choir, dude. Oh.
The last Pokemon games have been so bad in terms of performance.
Yeah, and I love Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
But man, that frame rate drops hard. Like, it's noticeable. Like, oh man, it's the only bad thing about that game, I think, honestly. And like, to your point, when Scarlet and Violet came out, everyone said, you know, this would be the greatest Pokemon game of all time if it weren't for all the bugs and the glitches and the graphical problems we're going through. And everyone's blaming the Switch hardware because nobody wants to develop for it because it's so underpowered. So, I mean, really the only thing that would make the Switch better than it is now is probably to have backwards compatibility and then to have, you know, a better processor or something, a better, you know, better graphics processor. I don't know. I'm not a computer scientist, so I don't know how it works, but, something to make that res go a little bit up, man. Like, come on now. Yeah. Are you excited for the next Switch at all? We've been hearing rumors kind of welling up and we're seeing kind of reports of maybe next fall of it coming out. Maybe, I'm not sure, but those have been changing over and over. So we'll see.
Right. Rumors are just rumors.
Yeah, especially with Nintendo stuff. People seem to just make up anything.
They go, oh yeah, my uncle at Nintendo told me.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, Mr. Nintendo, that's my guy. That's my dad. Right. I guess I'm excited for it. To an extent. I mean, do we know a price point on it yet?
No. We don't know anything except for this.
Other than it exists.
Yeah,
and
it exists.
It's going to happen.
Apparently it's backwards compatible. That's it.
I mean, cool.
There was a leak of some schematics and it looks exactly like the Switch.
That's so surprising how the past like 5 versions of the Switch have been the exact same.
Yeah, that's true. I don't really think they need to do anything different. So that's fine with me.
I think it's a great design.
Yeah. I think the Joy-Cons need to be bigger. You know, I
mean, I got small hands.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
I think it's great for me. I think it's great for every other kid with the same size hand as me.
Right. So, every other child out there.
Right. I think it works for that demographic because, you know, believe it or not, a lot of kids play Nintendo.
That's true. That's true.
I think it works for them.
Okay. There is a lot of, you know, ergonomic alternatives that you can like, you know, swap out. So that's fine.
Yeah.
But, you know, I've always thought the Joy-Cons are a little flimsy, so I'm like, all right, maybe we should.
That felt a little weird.
Yeah, and the drift obviously is a big problem. So
maybe we're getting that in the new Switch. They're actually going to fix something.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. I don't know, but yeah, that's what we heard about the Switch 2, and we're just calling it the Switch 2 because it's easier than saying successor to the Switch. So there you go. It's not actually called the Switch 2 as far as we know, but there you go. It's going to be backwards compatible. So that's good news so far. So fantastic. We'll wait to hear some more Switch 2 news coming up. All right, last piece of news for today. The Hogwarts Legacy sequel is officially in development. The Warner Brothers has said that making the sequel to Hogwarts Legacy is one of their top priorities. So Warner Brothers CFO Gunnar Wiedenfels excuse me for the mispronunciation if I mispronounce. He says, obviously, a successor to Hogwarts Legacy is one of the biggest priorities in a couple of years down the road. So there is certainly a significant growth contribution from that game's business in our strategic outlook here. So like we said, Hogwarts Legacy, top selling game of last year. This comes as no surprise. It's Warner Brothers' biggest IP probably. But this article goes on to say that they kind of had a rough year this year with games. They were the ones that published Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League.
That went well.
Yeah, exactly. Big miss. There was another Harry Potter game that came out this year, the Harry Potter Quidditch game, that didn't do that well. Didn't really sell that well. Just came out pretty recently, so I guess we'll wait to see some numbers, but I'm not hearing any crazy numbers on it right now, so it's probably not doing that great. But Hogwarts Legacy was their big seller last year. So the sequel's in development. That's cool. And that's pretty much all we have from it. And I think Warner Brothers just wanted to get this out, I think, because of the bad year they had. And like, no, don't worry. The Hogwarts Legacy is going to come out.
There's more. We can make a good game. Watch.
Yeah,
we did it once.
Guys.
We made Injustice. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, that's a long time ago now.
Remember that game? Well, we made a second one.
Yeah, did they make it? Or did NetherRealms make it?
Womp, womp. Big womp.
Yeah. Well, that's Hogwarts Legacy. I'm not a big Harry Potter guy. My wife is, and she loved Hogwarts Legacy, so excited for her. And I thought Hogwarts Legacy was cool because it seemed to have this effect where it brought in people that liked Harry Potter and didn't necessarily play video games into video games. And now my wife plays like Baldur's Gate and stuff and like has a Steam Deck and stuff like that. So it's made my wife a nerd. So thank you, Hogwarts Legacy, for making my wife more like me a little bit. Thank you. Yep, that's all we have for the news this week. John, what did you play other than Rocket League this week? Did you play anything fun?
We were talking before we started about how you just got done playing the new Black Ops 6 Zombies.
I did.
I haven't gotten into it yet, but what I was playing right before I got here was the Black Ops 3 Zombies.
Oh, okay.
Now, I have Cold War, I have World War II. That's a game.
Yeah.
And all of the older ones too. But I just think that Black Ops 3 has held up a whole lot more than other ones. Now, a lot of people are either on one end or the other about it, where they're like, okay, Black Ops 3 was good, but like they totally made so many better games like Cold War. Cold War Zombies is pretty good. And then the other people that are like, it doesn't get better than Black Ops 3. Everything after Black Ops 3 has just been terrible.
Okay. I totally fell off of COD after Black Ops 2.
Really?
So it's interesting you bring that one up because I haven't played that one.
It's really good.
Okay.
And the main reason is because they have the Chronicles collection, something or another.
Okay,
That's what it's called. It's where they took some of the most famous maps or zombie maps from the old games and put them into Black Ops 3. And I don't even play the Black Ops 3 maps in actual Black Ops 3. Instead, I just play the old Black Ops 2 ones or the Black Ops 1 maps. It's just better.
Yeah, awesome.
It's just less dated.
Oh, okay, there you go. I'll have to try out Black Ops 3 then. You know, I'm a big Black Ops 2 fan. I love the zombies in Black Ops 2. I'm a big fan of like transit and like all that kind of stuff. So turning the power on and everything. But yeah, dude, try out Black Ops 6 Zombies. I'm having a great time. And there's a new map coming pretty soon with Season 1 when that drops, which I'm not sure when, but it should be dropping soon. A new Zombies map is coming, some new weapons and stuff. I think 5 new multiplayer maps are coming in Season 1 as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff, actually. But I just played Black Ops 6 Zombies like a couple hours ago. Super fun. I was really just there's like a vault Easter egg that I was trying to get.
Yeah.
And so I got it, and then it turned out that you had to do some other stuff that I wasn't aware of. I was like,
I was going to ask, do they even have a Easter egg yet? But I guess they do.
Yeah. Well, so it's like,
is it complicated?
Okay. There was just more involved than I anticipated. So it's a vault. It's a bank.
Always more involved.
Yeah, exactly. It's a vault. It's a bank vault, and you need the vault combination. And the way you get the vault combination, spoilers if you don't want to know, spoilers. The way you get the vault combination is there's 3 Post-it notes on the map. This is on Liberty Falls. There's 3 Post-it notes, and you got to run around and figure out the numbers on the Post-it notes, and they're different every time. But the positions are usually the same. So you got to find 3 Post-it notes. That's the vault combination. So I did that right before coming here, got the vault combination, opened the vault, and then inside the vault it said, you need the keys. I was like, oh no, I need the keys. So now I got to figure out what that means. So, but yeah, hey, it's fun. I'm, kind of glad that happened. And it wasn't just like
There
something
you go.
dumb. And
you
then,
win. Here's a
right.
neat looking gun.
You won zombies.
Yeah.
Hooray. It's like,
Here's a gun that falls off in like 3 rounds. Good job.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, man.
Pack-a-Punch doesn't do anything anymore. Congratulations. Yeah, awesome. But yeah, I'm having a great time with the Bop 6 zombies.
Yeah.
The SAM trials are really fun, I think.
SAM trials?
Yeah, they're these like little missions you do, and you get like a bunch of XP, and then they usually give you like a rewards package with like a perk or like a lethal or something like that.
Yeah.
It's usually like 3 things. That's really fun. It'll be like you'll go up and do a SAM trial. It'll be like the one I just did was like kill 50 zombies while standing still.
Yeah.
So stand still, kill 50 zombies, and it's like, here's your reward, and that kind of thing. So that's pretty cool. And then, dude, Liberty Falls has this like zip line system that is incredible.
Wait,
oh my goodness.
You haven't played Cold War, have you?
No.
A lot of people are comparing it to Cold War because it has the same kind of system, except they have armor plates now, if that's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They have armor plates in it?
Yeah.
They didn't have it in Cold War, which I think that Cold War got a lot of hate.
Okay.
I mean, it was fun, but not for long. I think that if you can do what I did and find Cold War, do you have like an Xbox, PlayStation?
I'm on PC. Yeah.
Nothing else?
No, I have everything.
Oh, cool guy.
PC, PS5, Xbox, Switch. Yeah.
I think that if you just happen to walk into a GameStop, you just stumble into a GameStop one day and you see Cold War for like $3 like I did, because I mean, it's $3.
Is it on Game Pass? Might be able to. No, really?
I don't think so. I did the same thing with the Metal Gear Solid 5. I walked into a GameStop and I was like, all right, let's see what really old games are going for $3, and they had 5 for $7. I said,
whoa,
that's fine, I'll take that. And then right next to it was Cold War for $2. And
nice.
I said, wow, this thing came out like last week, but I'll take it.
Wow.
So
you don't want to lose money on this deal.
all right. So I think I got at least $2 worth of fun with it. So I think it's fine.
You go. Yeah, that's worth it. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on. No, okay, it's not on Game Pass.
No.
I'm assuming you can get it on the Microsoft Store though. So I'll
you
find a way. I'll find a way.
Do you know how? Could you guess how much that Black Ops 2 costs on Xbox One now?
It's the same price, I bet.
It is $40.
Okay, wow, jeez.
Call of Duty Ghost, I think
30.
No,
it's more.
It's 60.
Oh, dude.
If you want the bundle, it's 90.
What's the other? There's like Modern Warfare Remastered. Those are usually on sale.
Yeah.
And then what's the other one that's always super high? Oh, is it Advanced Warfare?
I think Advanced Warfare. Yeah. Advanced Warfare is at least 40. Usually.
I don't know why those are so expensive. It's so weird.
There was a lot of people that didn't like Advanced Warfare. It's my favorite Call of Duty because it was the only one I was good at. But, but I mean, all of them are still so expensive.
Yeah, weird.
But then you look at the disc and it's like $5 at your like uncle's garage.
Yeah, right. Super strange. I don't know. Hopefully they'll like come all to Game Pass because it's owned by Microsoft now. So
that is something they were talking about actually.
I'm glad Black Ops 6 is on Game Pass because I probably wouldn't have bought it. So
well, yeah, because they put the price point at like $70. Yeah, just for the buy-in.
I also bought Modern Warfare 3 and Vanguard, and I was like,
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was convinced to. It wasn't my choice.
Modern Warfare 3's campaign. Which are you much of a campaign person?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
So
it was just Warzone.
Yeah. The Black Ops 6 campaign was good, I thought. Very good.
I did hear a lot of good things about that. Yeah.
I liked it a lot. But yeah, I'm excited to go play after this too. Yeah, we'll have to jump on at some point. What are you on? What are you playing on?
Xbox One.
Okay.
Well, Series X.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we can, I'll hit you up. We'll get some zombies, kill some zombies, dude.
Kill some zombies, man?
Yeah, dude. All right, well, that's all we had for the news. Let's get into some esports stuff now. So, John, you are the head coach of the JV Rocket League team here at Augusta University.
High title.
Yeah, right. How has the season gone, and how's it going to go? So, what have you guys done so far? Tell us about it.
So, we've been playing in the PBC Peach Belt conference, and another separate one, which was Playfly, which was formerly, what was it?
NACE.
NACE.
Yeah.
NACE Star League. So, but they rebranded for some reason. For PBC, I'd say we did pretty good up until we went against, I think, Florida Southern.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been beaten so bad in my life. It was really bad. Mm-hmm. I think it was a giant storm of everything going wrong with them being very good. Half of my players having the flu. Actually, one turned into COVID. The other one was the flu. And then we also had another player that was just out. So that went really bad. And then we followed it up with another loss afterwards, I think a day or two later. And I said, wow, this is really killing it. And this was fresh off of the hurricane that hit Augusta.
Wow.
So we're going, all right. This has not been a good 2 weeks for us.
Jeez. When it rains, it pours.
Right. I think that we kind of settled back in afterwards. People started getting their internet. It was more steady. You know, we were able to actually drive places. Once all of that went back down to relative normal, we were like, all right, let's lock back in. Let's focus up and try to play. Mm-hmm. And we played pretty well for the rest of the season. We went into a tournament style match at the end. I think we made it to semifinals until we got eliminated, which wasn't as good as last season where we made it all the way to the finals, but I mean, you'll have that sometimes.
Sure.
And then with the most recent season for Playfly, we've been playing pretty well. I think we've only lost once out of 10, 12 games.
Wow.
So we have a pretty good looking record right now. And we have playoffs coming up this next Tuesday. And we're going to prep for it.
Nice.
We're definitely prepping for this one.
Have you been seeded or anything?
Yeah. I'm a great coach. And as a great coach does, I don't know what seed we are.
Hey, it doesn't matter, right?
Right.
Just go out there and play.
We're in there.
Yeah, there you go.
We're just here to play.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who we're playing against. We're going to play. We're going to compete as good as we can and hope we win.
What's the matchup you're looking forward to the most?
I would say, I think their name is Center, but it's spelled Centre.
Okay.
Weird.
I already don't like them.
Right. Well, I mean, we had weird conversations and communication was very poor between us.
No, they're putting their R's before their E's. So.
I know. So it seems like they're not used to their keyboard or something. So it was pretty weird between us. And we played before, and they were one of the people that beat us in PBC. Mm-hmm. But now that we're in Playfly, we're trying to get a little bit of revenge going.
Nice.
But I don't think it's anything that serious. But it would be nice if we won.
Yeah, there you go. It's the playoffs, man.
Right.
It's all very serious.
Yeah, it is very, very important. You know, I mean, we get to have another plaque on the wall and go, hey, look, that was me.
Yeah.
I did that. That's my name.
Awesome. Well, you're in the playoffs right now. Next Tuesday is when they start. How long is it going to go on?
I know, well, I think it's another elimination style. I think that with the people we're playing against, we should do well against them. I think both teams are roughly around the same rank, and I think the games that we're going to have is probably going to be about 50 minutes for our match, and then I think it's going to be every week on each Tuesday. We're going to be doing more and more matches.
Wow, gotcha.
So it's going to be, if you win, you keep going. If not, see you later.
Yeah, right.
So see you next season, I guess.
Gotcha.
So
nice. Well, sounds like a lot of fun. Excited to see the JV Rocket League team in the playoffs starting next Tuesday. We've been streaming. Have we been streaming on the AU Twitch, or have people been using their personal Twitch?
We haven't had much availability when it comes to the AU stream. I've been streaming on my own personal one, where it's a little different from the Augusta stream, where the Augusta stream, we have Noah that's always commentating and everything like that. And with better cameras and everything like that. But when I stream, I mean, it's a really casual stream.
Right.
You can hear all the players talking and communicating and all that. And I also play as well. I sub in with them and move around rosters and all of that. So instead of it being more of the spectating camera, it's more of this is somebody that's actively playing.
Mm-hmm. It's just a different experience. Yeah.
Right. It's like you're in the cockpit of the car.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, it'd be an interesting POV, you know, if you're into that. So that's pretty cool. Well, you know, obviously people want to do it because Twitch streaming is a huge thing.
Right.
Well, that's pretty fun. Okay, John, what kind of advice would you have if someone is kind of thinking about trying to play Rocket League competitively, besides saying don't do it?
Okay, well, you took my answer.
What would your advice be to someone that was thinking about it?
I think that the way that I did it was through the college. I think that through school is a really easy way to do it. There's a bunch of different ways. School, if you're lucky enough to have one, they're starting to do it in so many more schools now, everywhere, including high schools and middle schools. I know that a middle school wanted to go and see the arena where we play at, but because the hurricane couldn't happen, I just know that a lot of kids are a whole lot more interested in doing esports now. And that's something that I like because, I mean, when I was growing up, you know, when we were kids,
right.
It wasn't that much of a thing. If you heard somebody played video games, you're like, oh yeah, my kid does that like in the basement. Cool.
Right.
But now it's a whole lot bigger. I'd say if you want to get into it, then either through your school, starting a club, which, I mean, do it on your own accord,
right.
But or you can get friends together and do things like play fly, because all it is you get a team, you register, and you pay some money, like $5-10, and you get to play for the whole season. Wow. And you get to compete with a whole bunch of other teams. They put you in brackets and everything like that. It's not that difficult if you want to. It's just a matter of doing it.
Wow, nice.
So
sounds actually a lot easier than I would assume it being, you know?
I thought it was going to be much harder.
Yeah, I mean, you hear Playfly, you hear, colleges play in Playfly. I can't afford this, right?
Right.
That sounds pretty cool.
I mean, if you have $10, then there you go. You're playing for the next 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know it was that easy. Yeah. Awesome. Well, good to know, John. Thanks so much for being here. Where can we find stuff on the Rocket League team other than the Discord? Do you have your own channel? Or no?
What do you mean by channel?
Do you have do you post updates for Rocket League or anything?
No, not really.
Okay,
Usually
well in that case, we'll just keep an eye on the Discord then for all the Rocket League news and stuff like that.
Typically all of that goes into the Augusta Discord.
Okay.
Cool. Other than that, nah.
Okay, cool beans. So be on the lookout in the AU Esports Discord for stuff on the JV Rocket League team and their playoff trek. John, thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Any other parting words of wisdom for the youths out there, the Rocket League players?
Oh man, don't do it. Play something a whole lot cooler.
It is cool. I like it.
Yeah,
I think it's fun.
I mean, it's better than
I only play
Valorant.
casual though, so that's why I think it's fun.
I like casual, and then people are like, all right, let's jump into competitive. And I go, yeah, but what if we just
I'm gonna go play Minecraft.
yeah. I'm
Nice.
like, why don't we go play Minecraft instead?
Yeah.
That's so much more fun.
Come on, guys. All right, so before we go, I'll ask you real quick, what do you find appealing about competitive video games versus casual video games?
I think that it gets my heart racing whenever. I mean, there's always the bad side of when you're playing and you're getting blown out and you go, wow, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I think also demolishing another team it's fun in the time because you're like, wow, we're just so much better than other people we're competing against. It's really fun. But I just like that with everything about the competitiveness of it, it gets your heart racing whenever you play those games that are really close. Mm-hmm. We had a game Sunday that we played it. We were down. It's a best of 5, and we lost our first 2 games. And I had to look at the guys I was playing with. I was like, all right, guys, hey, let's focus up. Just give me 15 minutes of your guys' concentration. And we got a reverse sweep and got 3 games in a row. And I was like,
wow,
we did it.
Nice.
We we know how to play. I'm so proud of them.
Nice. Yeah, it's an awesome feeling. You don't really get that in like Minecraft or anything else. But, you know, I like them both. You know,
Yeah.
I like my Zeldas and I like my Call of Duties.
I think it's a good balance.
It is a good balance. And that's what gaming is all about. The yin and the yang. John, thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Hope to have you back. And we'll tune in on Tuesday to see you guys in the playoffs.
All right.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot from all of us here at the Gamer Guild Podcast. Thanks for having us. Have a good one. See you later.
The Gamer Guild podcast is recorded at Augusta University's Pamplin TVC and Podcasting Lab. Our producer is Jackson Garner. The Pamplin TVC and Podcasting Lab supervisor is Jasmine Garcia. Music is by Ethan Balducci. The opinions stated are that of the individual and not Augusta University.